Hello again, this is Amy, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a demonstration on what my voice sounds like in the voice that I created using the new feature in the iPhone or iPad, iOS 17. So I'm going to go into settings and go into accessibility just to remind you. And with the speech, there's personal voice, and you'll see I now have created my personal voice. It shows up there at the top. And then I had to go into live speech and turn live speech on. And you can create some favorite phrases. And so I did do that, and I'm going to use those to show you what it sounds like when I say them with my voice versus when my synthetic or iPhone voice sounds like. And I'm going to also talk to you a little bit about some of the features of how this works if you need to use it. This is using something, a great accessibility feature called augmentative and alternative communication that they're building right into the iPhone, but there are some other features that might be nice to have, and I'm going to just touch on that a little bit too. So I am on my phone, and I am going to turn on live speech by triple clicking the button on the right side of the phone. So I click 3 times, and then live speech comes up, and I am going to touch phrases, and it will bring up the phrases that I have stored. So first, I'm going to verbally say, "Hi, my name is Amy Suntag," and now I will touch it.
Hi, my name is Amy Sontag.
And it was close. It didn't pronounce my last name correctly. In reality, very few people pronounce it correctly, so not a huge deal. But in the long term, there are things that you would want to be said correctly, especially names. That can be really important. And I have not found a way to teach the phone to say my name correctly, and that is a feature that is available in some other apps. So we can show you a little bit about that here in a second too. They created a phrase, "Where are you from?" So that was me saying it, and now I'm going to select it.
Where are you from?
I live in Columbus, Ohio.
I live in Columbus, Ohio.
I work at The Ohio State University.
I work at The Ohio State University.
I am a speech language pathologist.
I am a speech language pathologist.
So you'll see it's not exact. I kind of think the iPhone voice sounds a little bit hoarse in some ways, but it definitely has nuances of my voice, which on the one hand is a little bit freaky to hear come out of my phone. Now, the other hand is an amazing, amazing thing that is just built into my phone that I am able to do. So I clicked out of phrases that I was in before and over to keyboard, so you can type anything that you want to say. So I'm going to type in, "What do you want to do this weekend?" I'm going to put a question mark after it to get that nuance of a question, that intonation. And if you select send, down here on the bottom right, it doesn't really send it anywhere, it speaks it.
What do you want to do this weekend?
And then you'll see those words went away. I have not found a setting that will allow that phrase that I just typed to stay there. And that I think is really important because when you're in a quiet environment, the volume of this works fairly well. But if I were actually at a restaurant or something, you often need to select the button to say what you want to say again instead of typing it all out again. So if it's a common phrase you use, you could store it. You can go into phrases, and I could go in and I could store an additional phrase. But if it is a novel phrase, a novel sentence that you've created, having to type it again is a little bit frustrating. So there are some other apps that will allow you to, sorry, forgot which direction I was going to go. Some other apps that will allow you to to have more functionality. One of those is called Proloquo for text. It is pricey, and I would not recommend purchasing this until you've tried out some of the lesser cost ones. But Proloquo for text does have quite a few features built into it where you can create different folders of things you might want to say. For instance, you could put in the phrases that you would want to have in for a doctor's appointment, and you could go to the doctor and be able to say those things along with typing out what you needed to say, or before a phone call or something like that. So that can be a really nice option. With some of these that you can download, you'll see that there are some that are less expensive. This text-to-speech one I just downloaded a few minutes ago. It was free, and I am going to open that one. I created a little folder on my phone, and I went in, and there are a lot of voices. So it started out with the voice as Aaron, and I can click on the voice, and you'll see there are lots of computer voices that are already in there. And kind of cool in that this free one has lots of different voices from other countries, depending on where you are from. But if you made your voice, it took about 5 minutes for my voice to actually come into here, but this free app does allow this to use my personal voice, and that is a really nice option. Not all the apps will do that, especially the free ones, but hey, this one did. So, and again, I can go into text, and I was playing around with this, so you see I already have some phrases that I've typed recently. These aren't necessarily saved because the star is not bright and yellow. So now that I have a bright star that's yellow on this, you'll see I've got favorite phrases I can go in and save. But I can't seem to find a way to chunk them, like things to tell my husband, things to tell my doctor. So that looks like there would just be a long list of phrases. But what's nice is there is a recency feature here. So when I say something, what did you do yesterday? And then I use this triangle button to play it.
What did you do yesterday?
It then shows up in my recent list. So that is a really nice feature that you can then repeat it
What did you do yesterday?
pretty quickly. That text doesn't automatically go away. Oops, didn't click 3 times. It doesn't automatically go away like it does when you type here. So I think that's where I'll stop for now.
When you type here,
And if you're interested in learning more about any kinds of AAC apps or anything like that, or things like this that might be able to help you, I would be more than happy and try to help you out. Please just reach out. Thanks so much.